Hey guys, this is Brian Mounts. I run the Turf Mechanic YouTube channel, and I'm going to give you a video that's very reminiscent of years past. I'm going to give you a walk and talk yard tour. I want to address the topic or the question that some people have: what kind of progress can you make in a lawn over the course of a single season without doing anything drastic? What you see behind me that's my front lawn. There's still some issues in there. I moved into this house about 15 months ago. When I moved in, there was like a crap ton of issues in this lawn. Not only there, but everywhere. There's been only a couple things that I would call drastic measures that I've taken in this lawn, mostly just for experimentation purposes. For the most part, everything I've done is just basic stuff. It's just been regular. I've done a little bit here, a little bit there for like 14, 15 months straight. Obviously, I didn't do much of anything in the lawn when I moved into the house in November of 2022. Just kind of started learning the lay of the land, and then it was winter, so, you know, take that for granted. Let's start by looking at the first place that I actually took some action to fix. This spot right there. I call this my side lawn. It's really just the side of my lawn on the east side of my driveway. When we moved into this lawn, the lawn looked exactly like our neighbor's. Now, our neighbor's lawn does not really look bad at all. They do have a little spot there, which is kikuyu grass, predominantly kikuyu and Bermuda, that is in dormancy. So, and then of course they've got a bunch of poa annua up there, kind of in the shady spot by the front of their house. But the majority of their lawn pretty much extended over here. So when I moved in, let me pan back so you can kind of see it. When I moved in, we ended up taking this strip out. There was a flexible kind of lawn divider in the ground. We took it out and we put in a deep cement curb. That way, Bermuda grass and kikuyu grass, things with underground runners, would not spread from lawn to lawn. Also, it makes it really easy to edge across the top if I were to grab my edger or string trimmer. Those two plants back there are artichoke plants, part of the thistle category. Sometimes you'll see thistle weeds in the lawn. This is the same family. So I dug this bed out about a foot deep, sifted the soil by hand to remove weeds and nutsedge nutlets, and then we planted artichokes in here. Looking forward to eating that one a little bit later, maybe, I don't know, a few weeks from now. November of 2022, I started killing this entire section off using glyphosate. It took 4 rounds of glyphosate to this entire area to get to the point what you see now. I am annoyed that it took 4 rounds. I don't like using glyphosate. I don't want to do things like that, but I had to. The reason for that is we're dealing with warm season grasses, and I planted Kentucky Bluegrass in this area. So to get Kentucky Bluegrass in this area, I had to be sure that the warm season grasses were dealt with. I applied glyphosate in early November, and then somewhere around the 1st of December, I'll have to look at timestamps of videos, but somewhere around the 1st of December 2022, and then it was just nothing but dirt all the way until the end of March 2023. And then I planted annual ryegrass in this spot because I knew that some of the Bermuda grass was dormant and it didn't die off with the original lawn kill. I didn't want to have just bare dirt sitting on this lawn space for months and months and months on end. So the annual ryegrass went down. I had a 10-day lawn. I made an entire video about the 10-day lawn. And then sure enough, by about early July, a lot of the Bermuda grass that I knew was dormant has started growing again. Even to this day, it's been 15 months, there's still just a touch of Bermuda grass still in here. It's certainly not very much. It's not worth worrying about. But there's also still some annual rye in here. So every week to 10 days or so, I come out here and I hand weed some of the remaining annual rye out of this lawn. At this point, it's pretty much 100%, I would say 99.5% Kentucky Bluegrass. But it wasn't so easy. In July, I had to kill off the annual rye, even though it was gonna die mostly on its own because of hot summer weather. I applied another round of glyphosate to it in July, so that would be the third round. Killed off the annual rye and a lot of the Bermuda grass that was still in the lawn that made it through my first 2 rounds during the late fall 2022. All of that died off. The Kentucky Bluegrass started coming in, and then sure enough, by September, there was still a little bit of Bermuda grass and Kikuyu grass growing on this side close to the bed, mostly because you see how we got shade coming over here. This side is shadier. So dormant Bermuda and Kikuyu happens a little bit more frequently right there. So I laid out an extension cord and I killed this side one more time in early September, trying to get rid of all of the Kikuyu and Bermuda. And then I put down more Kentucky Bluegrass seed on that spot. And finally, 5 months later, 6 months later, February 2024, this is what we have. Lawn care is not fast. This is literally the fastest spot that I've been able to deal with since I moved into this house. Let's move over to the main lawn in the next video. Make sure to click the link on your screen. I don't want this video to be 45-50 minutes long. Watch each segment, whichever one appeals to you most.